Hi, I'm Mrs. Steyert again, and I wanted to show you the touch points for Touch Points Math today. This is a program that has been working very well with the students in our classroom. Some of you might be thinking that your children already know these numbers, so you don't need to worry about this video, but we are going to use the touch points for number identification as well as for adding. So when we get to adding for our kindergarten students and our first grade students, what we're going to do is we're going to show them a couple different ways to add. And from my experience with touch points, adding is very easy when we use the touch points, but they need to know how to use the touch points in the single digit numbers now. We will also be learning to count for second graders, count money using some touch points as well. So it's very important that they understand and memorize how to touch the touch point numbers. Right now, these are the touch points. I will show you how to touch them and how to count them. When the kids get used to them, then they should be able to do the touch points without the actual circles and dots on the numbers. But for now, as we're learning them and to teach you how to help your child with their homework, I'm going to show you how to touch the touch points. This is 0. It obviously has no touch points. This is number 1. When I touch a touch point, I use my pointer finger. I do not use my thumb. I don't use my whole finger. It's really important that we're getting our kids to use the pointer finger. So I'm going to use the pointer finger. I'm going to touch 1. It's as simple as that. For number 2, I'm going to use that pointer finger and I'm going to touch 1, 2. It is important that we are not tracing the number. We're not starting from the bottom. We're not using our hand. It's very important to be consistent. One finger, it's the pointer finger. We're going from the top to the bottom and counting 1, 2. Touch points for number 3. They start at the top, they go to the bottom. Again, we are not tracing the numbers. We are getting in the habit of touching the touch points so that when they see a number that does not have the points on it, they will know exactly where on the number to touch. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 touch points. Then they know that's the number 3. Number 4. We're going to start at the right and go down. Go to the left and go down when we touch our touch points with our pointer finger. We are not tracing, we are only touching the touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and your child remembers it is number 4. Number 5, again, we are not tracing the number, we are touching the touch points. We are getting them used to where the touch points are, so when they see a number that does not have the points on them, they will be able to look at that number, touch where the touch points are, and know what that number is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going from the top to the bottom. I'm going to do it one more time. Very important to do them in the same order so they get used to the touch points and how to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it gets a little tricky. This is the number 6. When there is a dot and a circle, then you're going to touch it 2 times. Still using that pointer finger, we're going to touch the dot and we're going to touch the circle. So we're touching them 2 times. We're touching them twice in a row. We're not going down and then coming back up. We're going to touch them 2 times, going from the top to the bottom. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. Number 7 you'll see has a combination of the dot and the circle and the plain dot. So this one can get a little tricky. So we need to practice this one a little bit more. Remembering that we touch, if there's a dot and a circle, we touch it 2 times. If there's just the dot, we touch it 1 time. We start at the top, we go down, and then we come back. So sometimes we like to say that we're going to touch all the points and then touch them on the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more numbers. This is the number 8. For the number 8, again, you see the dots and the circles, so we touch those touch points 2 times. We're going to start at the top and go to the bottom. But this time we're going to go do the whole top half and then the whole bottom half. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, then your child remembers that's number 8. And finally, number 9. When we touch number 9, you can see that it's a combination of dots and circles. We're going to start at the top and we're going to go to the bottom, and then we will touch the touch point that just has the dot. So if there's a dot in a circle, then we touch that touch point 2 times. If there's just a dot, we touch it 1 time. We're going to start at the top. We're going to go to the bottom. We're reminding our students and our children when they're touching them to slow down. It's very important. The order of the touch points, then we're using our pointer finger, because when they have little numbers like this, it's going to be important that they're really isolating where on the number they are pointing. So right now it might be okay to do full hand. It will not be when we're using little numbers on a piece of paper. So it's really important. 1 pointer finger. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how we count our touch points. Again, even if your child does know the numbers already, please do your touch point homework that comes home over the next week or so. Should be easy for them. They have gone over it a lot in class. We'll do some fun activities with the touch points for math, but it's very important that you understand how we count the touch points so you can help your child as well. Thank you very much.